This is Mrs. Jones and some of her students. She used peer-mediated instruction and intervention to help them be more successful. Johnny has trouble interacting with his classmates, and sometimes they ignore him. He has autism spectrum disorder, or ASD. Mrs. Jones used PMII to show Johnny's classmates how they can help him improve his social skills. The 5 types of peer-mediated instruction and intervention require different numbers of trained peers. Use PMII to increase the number of meaningful social interactions for a child with ASD. The peers that you train will also benefit by expanding their social networks, increasing their school activities, and improving their social skills. PMII requires planning. Target times during the day when students naturally interact, such as lunch. You want to train peers who have similar schedules, have good social skills, and have positive social interactions with the learner. Reserve a quiet room for each weekly training session and have all your materials ready and close at hand. First, teach peers to recognize and appreciate individual differences. Then introduce a target skill or strategy to the peers. Help the peers develop scripts, prompts, and models to help promote social interactions with the student with ASD. First, model the use of a strategy. Then peers can role play with one another to practice it. Develop a daily schedule of interactions and train peers to record what happens in a notebook. At a minimum, your student with ASD should have one 15-minute interaction with peers every day. Mrs. Jones gave Johnny visual cue cards and written scripts to help him fully participate in a session. Be directly involved in young children's interactions at first. Older peers need a weekly problem-solving meeting to discuss their interactions with the learner. Mrs. Jones observes and documents Johnny's behavior over time to see if PMII is helping him. Mrs. Jones retrained Hannah when Johnny wasn't getting sufficient support and prompts from her. As Johnny showed progress with PMII, Mrs. Jones gradually had his peers work with him on new target skills and behaviors. Pause this video so that if the target skill or behavior is not increasing, you'll be able to ask yourself the following questions. If these issues have been addressed and the learner with ASD continues to not show progress, consider selecting a different evidence-based practice to use with the learner with ASD.